Hello. We are the two students. And welcome.
What about us?
Hello. We are the four students.
And welcome to
Raisin Bran,
where we are raising the bar on your understanding of AP government.
Today's topic is public policy.
And today we're going to DC. Wait. And today we're going to Washington, D.C.
Hi, Mr. President.
Public means of or concerning to the people as a whole.
And policy is a course or principle of action adopted or proposed by a government, party, business, or individual.
How do these words mix? They come together to form public policy.
We're not Check Mix, we're Raisin Bran.
Well, I can't say how do these words raisin bran.
Yeah, good point. Public policy is a course of action taken by government in dealing with a problem or concern.
There are two types of public policy: monetary policy and fiscal policy.
Monetary policy is policy used by the government to control the money supply.
Fiscal policy is policy that adjusts government taxing and spending.
There are several theories on the formulation of public policy.
The elite theory. Few elite members make all the important decisions about public policy.
The bureaucratic theory says that all of public policy is controlled by a large bureaucracy.
The interest group theory. The interest group theory states that interest groups control government processes.
The pluralist theory believes that resources are spread widely and no one group has all the power.
There is a 6-step process to policy making.
Problem recognition. Public officials recognize a problem.
Agenda setting is where actions are made by government officials to put their plans on the agenda.
Policy formulation. The proposed action course is modified.
Policy adoption. Policy is voted on.
Policy implementation. The policy is enforced in the public.
Policy evaluation is where lawmakers evaluate the effectiveness of their programs.
And that's it.
Some of the first social welfare programs were income security and health care.
Later, assistance for the needy and public education programs were created.
Government regulation of the economy began in the 19th century.
Involvement increased during the Great Depression and the Progressive Era.
Social regulation started in the 1970s.
And now for the review session. For each of the following questions, you will have 3 seconds to answer.
If you need more time, just pause the video.
For the first question,
What's the first step in the policy-making process?
3, 2, 1, time's up.
Problem identification is the answer.
the next question,
What's the term for creating policy?
3, 2, 1, time's up.
The answer is policy formulation.
the next question,
What's the goal of public policy?
3, 2, 1, time's up.
The answer is to control behaviors of government and citizens.
the next question,
Name an example of public policy.
3, 2, 1, time's up.
Examples include Obamacare and No Child Left Behind.
and now for the next question.
List the steps of public policy process.
3, 2, 1, time's up.
The steps are problem identification, agenda setting, formulation, adoption, implementation, and evaluation.
And now for the next question.
There is no more questions.
3, 2, 1, time's up.
Now for some advice to next year's students.
First off, do your homework. It counts.
Yeah, you might get a lot in like a week and then none for a month, so make sure you do it in the week.
Yep.
And make sure to stay organized. It's hard to get... Oh, great, I messed up.
Don't mess up when you're saying your
Yeah, I
lines.
know.
Yeah.
Wait.
Don't mess up ever.
Yeah, just be
Just
perfect.
be perfect.
Yeah. Study.
Yeah.
Study for tests. That's important.
Always, that vocab is key. Always memorize your
like
vocab.
if you have to learn only one thing, make sure it's the vocab.
Yeah, make sure that when you do your outlines, do all of your outline, because it's helpful.
Yeah.
At the end of every chapter, there's a summary, and that definitely helps for just like an outline of the outline.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
And like he was talking about, vocab is very important. It's the building blocks of what you learn in the class, and it'll help you connect everything that you learn.
Try to pay attention to the PowerPoints. They might be
Always.
boring. There might be sleeping people. Don't be one of those people.
Take notes. It helps.
Yeah.
When-
Even if the notes are all online, just writing them helps out.
Writing helps memorization.
When you're doing your outline, you can skip some sections. Mr. DeBoard will not.
Don't
notice.
listen. Don't listen.
Yeah.
Cut.
Important vocab terms you need to know are
Agenda.
Non-means-based programs.
Deregulation.
Laissez-faire.
Social regulation.
and policy formulation.
Public.
Policy.
Raisin bran. No fancy words.
No fancy suits.
Public.
Policy. Raisin bran. No fancy words.
No fancy suits.
Plain talk about issues you need to know.
Just in time.
For you to take the AP test.
This spring
And pass the test.
'Cause we're raising the bar
On your understanding.
of AP government,
And politics.
of U.S. government.
And politics.
not Canadian politics.
Not Russian politics.
Raisin
bran!